Good morning, students. This video is for class 6 science, and today our topic of discussion will be adaptation in epiphytes. Adaptation in epiphytes. Epiphytes are plants that have hanging roots which take the nutrients from the air. So, what are the adaptation? Let us see. Epiphytes have adapted to live on the branches of tall trees so that they are able to access sunlight that plants on lower levels of a rainforest canopy cannot. So, epiphytes they grow in tall trees because so that they can get the required amount of sunlight which they cannot get from the small tree if they grow on the small tree. Next, epiphytes have strong, thick roots system that is extremely efficient in absorbing water from mist, rain, and atmospheric humidity. So, the roots of the epiphytes plants are very strong, so that they can absorb the nutrients, they can absorb the water from the mist, fog, rain, and even humidity also in the humidity of the atmosphere. What do you mean by humidity? The amount of water vapor present in that particular area. So they take the roots are strong enough, they are very strong, so that they can absorb the water from the atmospheric humidity, rain, mist, and so on. The third is, unlike most plants that live in soil, epiphytes roots obtain nutrients from leaf litter and other debris that accumulate on the branches of trees they live on. So, unlike they epiphytes do not grow on soil, they grow on the branches or they grow on the side walls of the building. So they get the nutrients from the waste product that gets accumulated, that gets gathered in the corner of the or in the branches or in the walls side. The stem and leaves of epiphytes are also modified. Bromeliads have stiff or upturned leaves that allow pools of water to be stored. So they are modified in such a way that they can even store, they look like a pool so that they can store water in them. Other type of modified leaves include staghorn ferns. It has very thick and waxy leaves to retain moisture, to hold moisture, to capture moisture. Many epiphytes stem share similar characteristic. So most of the epiphytes plants they have almost same type of characteristic. So I hope all of you have understood this order the adaptation of epiphytes. Next is acclimatization. Next point is acclimatization. Acclimatization. Let us see what is it. When people climb mountains, they find it difficult, hard to breathe, and the body feels heavy to carry out any activity. So when you go higher, if when you go higher and higher in some places, the level of oxygen decreases because the number of plants also decreases. So the level of oxygen also decreases, and that is why people find it very difficult to breathe because there is very less oxygen, and so people cannot carry out any activities when they go higher and higher in the mountains. This is because the body is not adjusted to the changes in that particular environment. At higher altitudes, the volume of oxygen, the quantity of oxygen present in air is less than what one gets on flatlands. So the body has to work harder to produce energy. Because the level of oxygen is low, the body has to work hard so that they can produce energy, so that they can carry out, using that energy they can carry out their activities. As days go by, the body begins to adjust to the changes on the mountain, making breathing much easier, and the body becomes more active. So as days pass one by one, the body gets used to it, and breathing becomes very easier as compared to the first day. The adjustment made by the body to overcome chronic changes in the surrounding environment within a short time is called acclimatization. So this process of adjustment done by the body so that they can adapt to that environment, so that they can adapt to the condition of that environment, that is known as acclimatization. Changes include oxygen availability, temperature, moisture, and food. Every change in the environment requires acclimatization or by living organism. So whenever you change that environment, suppose I am here now, if I want to go somewhere else, if I have to adjust, I have to adjust. My body has to get adjusted to that type of environment. So this adjustment is known as acclimatization. Acclimatization and adaptation are not same, but they are similar. So these two are not same. They are similar but not same. The difference are that acclimatization is temporary, but adaptation is a permanent change. Acclimatization refers to the adjustment to be made, while adaptation is the adjustment already made. So when you change from one place to another, when you go from one place to another, that the necessary changes your body has to make, that is known as acclimatization. But the body structure of human being are same. So we are already, the adjustment are already made, which is already done. When you take birth, the adjustment are already made. That is permanent. That is known as adaptation. But acclimatization is the temporary changes that your body needs to make so that they can survive in that particular condition. For example, human may be adapted to live in mountains, but many have to become acclimatized to the prevalent condition. Now, we people, we live here. If we go to the hill areas, we have to adjust ourselves. That is known as acclimatization. But a people who already stays there, that is the adaptation. The changes are already made. So this is the difference between adaptation and acclimatization. So children, by this we have come to the end of the explanation. Please, after watching the videos, read the chapter properly, go through the chapter. Whenever we have online classes, please ask me if you have any doubt, and then from the next class I will write the answers for the exercise. So for today, up to this much. Thank you, class.